So I welcome you to this preview video of La Liga match day 28, which we, as we always do with the assistance of this Betmaster Tool that you can get your access to right now if you follow the link in the description. If you like what you see, you're also welcome to leave a like, or if you have any questions about the tool, you're very welcome. And I would also give some personal introduction to the tool, although you find plenty of this on my homepage as well. Anyway, we check it out with this tool here. This is the compilation. Here are the probabilities. The reciprocal of the probabilities are the true prices that are here called fair prices, and we compare the true price with the market price, and as soon as we get a better price than this, we consider a bet. For the future outlook, I have this statistical based method also introduced now as an Excel sheet, and there we have a chance to compare this based on the statistics the teams played at, and this is actually calculating the shots expected and shots on target expected and so on, and turning these into goal expectancies with a very special algorithm which is still approved over the years, the 7 years I'm doing this now, or the 8 years almost that I'm doing this now. Anyway, so we have a comparison here if we like what we see. If we look at the Atletico against Cadiz, we just compare here. Sorry, I didn't open this yet, but we compare the price 5.17 13.01, so it would obviously suggest us to go for Cadiz not to lose the game, which would be well confirmed by the statistical method, which would also say somehow that Cadiz may not have made full use of their here or there decent statistics or efforts, and Atletico are anyway not that comfortable at the moment, although they had been recently played a bit better again. I would say 3 wins, obviously also a very important one against Real Betis for the Champions League, but Cadiz also fighting for their lives, and actually with 3 draws and a win. It's just a single goal conceded in these 4. Actually fine shape, just 2 losses in 8 or 1 loss in 7. So they are really doing okay, and we have to give it a go. I can show you here maybe the table. Sorry. This is the table, okay, sorry. And they are in 18th place and still with all to play for. Actually defensively pretty okay for this 39 goals just conceded. That's the best of these bottom 5. Anyway, so on the road they lost 6. They did not lose in 7, most recently as well. We all know that Atletico are the much better side, and the price of 140 would be 135 would well be accepted somehow, but still the indication is there on Cadiz not to lose this game for a very good price. Levante against Espanyol, we are pretty much going along with market here. We know that Levante won a couple of games recently, but the last one they lost again. And here it's a bit higher the price would be, so there's no point in thinking about a bet on them at all. Espanyol also playing decently fairly well, and so we wouldn't find a bet there. In Granada against Elche, it looks very, very well assessed here as well. We compare it, Granada against Elche You see here it's the same thing, so we wouldn't find a bet here as well. They more or less agree here. It's very marginal market, also having very well, if anything, even a draw for a good price. We can compare this here, and we would have the draw probability. There had been clearly too many draws. 3.32 is the true price on the draw, which is actually, funny enough, exactly the fair price here, true price here. And so if we get better than that, we might consider even a draw. Villarreal against Celta, it looks a bit like a x2, which I would somehow appreciate or welcome, but we need confirmation here, which well, it's a bit close here. The difference is 0.82 and here it's 0.73, so a bit better here. It looks, still it looks a bit like a possibility to go for Celta and not to lose this one. The Villarreal price is 168, and we have 191. So it feels a bit like Celta are rated a lot lower. They had a win here against Mallorca. Also just a single loss in last 7. They lost the last one at Osasuna. Before that in decent shape. And table home record 8-4-2 is fine, but 4-5-4, meaning they do not lose many. 13 goals scored, just 12 conceded, which is very good in 13 games for Celta Vigo. So here I have to recommend an X2 as well. And in the Getafe Valencia, looks a bit as if it wants a home win here. Doesn't sound so comfortable, although Getafe played some very decent games. Here it is a bit closer once again, 0.27 goals instead of 0.34, so we would go a bit higher here. And then if we do not like it anyway, and it's just 2.49, it's too marginal for me, and I wouldn't like it so much anyway, so I would skip this one, although it's still something to consider. And in the Rayo against Sevilla, it looks as if, Rayo are losing on the trot. They lose all their games all of a sudden. They didn't, even the Sevilla price looks close to, but here it would say, no, Rayo had still been playing well. Well, there had been so many games at the start that they had been playing well, which are here, they are evenly evaluated. So this is maybe not the proper thing to look at here, and of course I wouldn't instantly. I would shy away from this one actually, but I know that they lost all their games 6 in a row. Of course, Sevilla are doing fine, unbeaten in 8, but just 3 wins. Second place, no chance actually to catch Real Madrid. But of course, it sounds a bit more like Sevilla, but this other tool would say no, and then I would respect market too much as well. And actually there is a point in not betting on Sevilla because of this alternative calculation method. Here we have Betis against Bilbao. It looks like a draw, maybe once again, if we get this decent price. It looks very, very good for a draw. Which I mean, they are both really good at the moment, whereby they lost the last 2 against the 2 teams ahead of them, except then Real Madrid. Still a very good season with all the records here, better in scoring, better in defending, and so on. Athletic Club also very, very good, very okay, at least also with a decent shape. Losing to Barcelona can happen. Lost at at Mallorca, or on Mallorca, whatever it is. But here we would say a draw. Well, here they never play any draws, which is not really the criteria for me. But we see 6 games without a draw, 7 games without a draw. So maybe market does have some reason. I don't understand this quite, because it still sounds to me as if these 2, when they meet, very tight in scent, very close together, which those figures tell us anyway, the goal expectancies. So why shouldn't it be ended draw? What is what does it mean that they didn't play 7 in a row, that they didn't play these many draws? Would they like to lose then instead of winning? Or what would that mean? But maybe there's something about it. In the Real Sociedad, we once again should take Alaves not to lose this one, and I would be happy with it if it's confirmed here. And yeah, it is somehow confirmed that we can trust them. I saw the 0-0 at home against a very good side, the last game against Sevilla, right? Where they were actually closer to winning. So why wouldn't they pick up a point here? Or they are fighting their lives. We can see that here, which also tells us if everything is red, it means they are not so good. Fine. But this is the last column here would tell us to compare, something to compare with. They are green here, which is a lot better, but they are not awful maybe. But especially, I mean, I don't want to, I don't know yet. Draw, loss, win for a bottom club. It is okay. They lost one at Real Madrid, can happen. Win, loss also here 4-0, this precarious derby against Athletic Bilbao. But anyway, I would give them a chance. They had been playing well. They were close to winning even against Sevilla. A draw before away, losing to Real Madrid can happen. A win over Valencia. It looks like okay. They are trying. They are fighting for their lives, and they are still in the mix here. So anything can happen. They can still avoid relegation. That's what I'm trying to say. So this one is also an X2. Here we would maybe not do so, whereby, I mean, Barcelona just changed their style here. It would very much underline that, but bought a few players are winning game by game. Well, when I see these prices, then I still would have to say we have to give them a chance. 526, 969. That's so much higher here. So we have to try this one, although Barcelona are actually winning all their games. Okay, 2-2 at Espanyol. And they are, winning, losing, winning, drawing. Everything fine here. You see that. That's better than expected. That's better than expected. Away from home, 15 goals scored, 12 conceded only, 6-2-5. Barcelona at home, well, it doesn't matter at the moment. But still, now I have to change my mind. I have to go for Asasana not to lose this game. Maybe they have a small chance. And the small chance is to be determined by probabilities. The probability, it would tell me here, is the supplement to 100%. So it's 41.08% that they're not going to lose, and we will get the respective reward for it better than the reciprocal of this 41.08%. Better than 2.5 the price would be, which we can of course look up at as well. Asian handicap minus 0.5, 3.39, so it's a lot more than 2.5 or 2.6. And we know why. Mallorca against Real Madrid is actually just a draw, maybe indicated, and maybe we can try. Here we see again everything red means they are lower than average. Green here means better than average, which is obvious. Important is this and this. If it's green, it's fine. And here it's red, so they are worse than expected while they are better than expected. So this speaks against it, obviously. But Real Madrid had this great game midweek against Mallorca are now lost their shape, losing all their games. 4-3, 3-4 was a bit unlucky. They are winning, although midweek still keeping them busy. 8 draws instead of 7.31, 6 draws, 6.24. So here we are more or less getting along. And but well, would I recommend a draw really here? 4.5 is a good price. We have this probability of 25% is what the computer tells me here. So maybe there's a chance for it, and very low probability, still a too good price. That's what I would say. So we found a couple of them. Cadiz not to lose Here we skip, this one we skip. Here theta not to lose. Here we skip. Here we say no, even the draw not so comfortable. I skip this one. Here I said draw, maybe Alaves not to lose, sounded good. Osasuna not to lose, very marginal, and Mallorca maybe to draw, which is obvious, everyone knows, but we have the percentage here and the price we get, which would be in a very fair relationship in our sense. And in the sense of this whole winning approach, beating the market, percentage reciprocal of that is the price we get better than that, then we should win money in the end. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye for now.